Okay, so today we are going to start a new project as it looks like we're going to be home at least for another week and a half. So, what we are going to do is do a nice upcycling project. So, what exactly is upcycling? So, we are going to look at that. Ah, So, what we're going to do is we are going to upcycle some plastic bottles. The ocean, the world is full of plastic bottles. And it's important that we recycle, but we can also upcycle. So, what is upcycling? Well, upcycling is when you take something and turn it into something else. So, real quick, we're going to look at this artist who recycles waste into plastic illusions.
The thing that excites me most is being able to find a use for things that other people have kind of cast off. There's kind of a love-hate relationship I have with plastic detritus. There's obviously a problem with consumption. I spend very little time collecting materials. They're literally everywhere. On any given sculpture, there might be several thousand pieces. There's sculptures within sculptures within sculptures. So I'm putting a 0% dent in the overall use of plastics, but it's a way to make art observations. I'm delivering a rather serious message of overconsumption and materialism. I hope to convey a sense of resourcefulness and the possibility of other solutions. My name is Tom Deininger from Bristol, Rhode Island, and I make sculptures out of found plastic waste.
Okay, so there's a little bit about a professional working artist who does this and creates these amazing sculptures. Got too many things opened up over here. Just need to get to that button.
The thing that excites me most is being able to find a use for.
No. So he gathers up all kinds of trash that he finds everywhere and turns into those amazing sculptures. Now we're going to look at a very quick little video on someone who upcycles and creates jewelry from old computer parts.
Today, I'm going to show you how you can make jewelry using parts from an old computer. So open up your computer and start disassembling it. You can find
And they have tons of computers piled up at the dump
can be found inside the
that
hard
I'm sure
drive
they'd love
and
for
the
you to
DVD
take.
drive. Most of the disassembling can be done with a simple Phillips screwdriver, but occasionally you may need a special security bit set. Continue removing parts until you get to the sensors and actuators at the heart of the drive. Here are a few interesting parts to look for. First, there's the optical reader of the DVD drive. These parts can have two completely different looks, with and without the metal frame. Then, there's the hard drive reader. These come in a variety of shapes depending on the model. Inside both drives, you can find brushless motors. These have a kind of arc reactor look to them. And you can always find cool-looking circuit boards all over a computer. Most of these parts don't require much modification to be made into jewelry. First, find a hole that you can hang the part from. If it doesn't have a hole, you can just drill one. Then attach a small jump ring. Now just put it on a nice chain, and you have an interesting and unique piece of jewelry. Thanks for watching, and check back soon for more DIY hacks and how-tos.
So that would be a great way to make some extra cash with very little money. So that's a little bit of an intro into what
Today,
exactly
I'm going to show you
is
how you can make jewelry.
upcycling. So now what you guys are going to do is you are going to actually take some trash and turn it into something beautiful and or functional. So what you're going to do is you are going to manipulate some plastic bottles. Hopefully all of you have a plastic bottle laying around somewhere, or you can literally find them on the side of the road like the guy in the first video. You are going to be creative, you are going to have excellent craftsmanship, and it's going to be aesthetically pleasing. That just means it looks good. All of these things are made out of plastic bottles. I love these poppy flowers. If you don't have any ideas, go to Pinterest, go to YouTube. There are how-to videos. There are millions of suggestions on projects. So lots of ideas out there. Here's just a few. You can make doll houses. You can make bird houses, bird feeders. You can make a variety of cute little planters. And of course, you could also use these to hold ink pens, pencils, change, anything. You can make very fancy looking planters if you want to take it up a notch. You can make some masks. You can also just use the caps of things. You can use them to make a mural. You can use them to make a basket. You can make some flowers. Do a little installation outside. I liked these because these were a little Christmassy, in case you're getting into the Christmas spirit and want to do some decorating that's also great for the environment. Here's a few options. I love these snowflake ornaments made with the bottom of cans. Or plastic bottles, I mean. You could do those out of all different sizes. And this wreath is made from all different kinds of junk. So, very cool. Then, if you really get into upcycling, I thought this was a funny one just because of all of the toilet paper issues of 2020. If you've managed to get your hands on toilet paper, which I hope all of you have survived the toilet paper shortage, now here are some ways you can upcycle some empty tissue rolls. So hopefully that helped you understand what upcycling is and showed you a few examples of some upcycling done with plastic bottles. Also here under your resource tab is the PowerPoint if you want to look at that again. Here is a website of how to make that Christmas wreath, and here is how to make the decorations, the snowflake decorations. Like I said, there's just tons of these on the internet. So anything that you kind of find that you like and you're like, wait, how do you do that? I guarantee you there is a blog, a YouTube post, Pinterest link, something that will explain to you how to do that. So you're going to spend some time deciding what you want to do. Then tomorrow by 3 o'clock, you are going to submit your upcycling idea proposal. And you're just going to put in an image of what you plan to create. Now, you can screenshot this and steal this right off the internet. You can come up with a totally original idea, sketch that out in your sketchbook, take a picture of it, turn it in. Then just tell me, why do you want to create this? Well, I am making a bird feeder upcycled project because I'm going to give this to my grandfather for Christmas. And then, what do you think might be a challenge with this project? So you might say that you really want to make one of those birdhouse feeders, but you're not sure if you have an X-Acto knife, you're not sure if you've got hot glue, things like that. So if there's a whole big list of challenges, it might be time to sort of explore a different kind of project if you've got too many challenges. And then just fill that out and then turn that in. Then you have the rest of this week and 2 days tomorrow to complete your plastic project challenge. So you've got plenty of days. So I expect this to be reflective of having 6 full hours to work on this project. So the level of quality that I expect to see should reflect that. Let me know if you guys have any questions.